process of analyzing, contemplation, and finding logical reasoning, one has to accept Dharma. But when it comes to Vajrayana especially, everything depends on your devotion. There are two things works in Vajrayana: the blessing of your guru and the devotion of your student. The students. If these click together, anything can happen. Like I think Naropa is the one. I think Marpa. Naropa or Marpa, I couldn't remember clearly. Telopa to Naropa or Naru to Marpa, refused to recognize the true essence of mind. Somehow could not get in, So what I think Naropa did or Telopa did, he removed his sandal. And he knocked on his head. And he fainted for a while. When he wake up, everything was transferred. So not just through teaching. So I have quite a bit of sense. So everything has to click. It's not something through teaching you are able to recognize. There are ways, methods, because Tantrayana is known for its rich in terms of its method and technique. But devotion is the most important. Now, devotion, there are three kinds. Liking devotion, pure devotion, and convinced devotion. This is the most important. So to begin with the second and the third one, liking devotion. Liking in devotion is something in devotion that when you read the life story of Buddha and Bodhisattva, especially Milarepa, then you feel like, oh, I want to be like Milarepa, I want to be like Buddha, I want to be like other Bodhisattvas. So you make a strong commitment and then you follow the practice, the advice of Buddha and Bodhisattvas. This is called liking devotion. And this is also very temporal. It may change. Because as I always say, we are like a shopper, religion shopper. So it depends, And the second devotion is pure devotion. That is this devotion arises when you meet highly accomplished guru, when you go to temple or certain holy places, you have this strong sense of like spontaneous kind of feeling, a strong feeling towards someone. So you see Buddha as a teacher, his teaching as a way of path, and the Sanghas as a friend who can help you and guide you in your practice. Now, what is important is the convinced faith. As long as you lay convinced faith, then everything may change. Once you develop this faith, because otherwise your friend may able to change you. There are people, and how we develop this convinced faith? Through listening, you acquire wisdom. Through contemplating, you acquire wisdom. Through meditation, we acquire wisdom. Three wisdoms. Okay? We enhance our wisdom through these three sources. And through logical reasoning, when you find what Buddha says, what the teaching says, is the fact. It's not fiction, but fact. There's a fact to believe. So when you have when this convinced faith is developed, nobody can change. Like to believe in law of karma, to believe in Buddha's advice. Like if I commit sin, I will have to face the suffering of desire realm, and if I the desire realm, and if I cultivate merits, I will experience a pleasant or joy of this desired realm. And if I commit unfluctuating karma, then I may have to face the result in form realm and formless realms. Yeah. So what is important is the convinced faith. Now, how do you know? Because many times we are a bit confused about someone I like and someone that I have a devotion. You know, when you like someone, if something happens, you will change immediately. You know, you know, when you follow someone, you cannot simply follow because I like. You know, if you just follow because I like, then you may find someone I like more. You know, and then you may find someone I like better. So you will be like, what will you become? As a guru shopper. You know? Guru shopper. That's what happens. You know. But when you have this devotion, whatever happens, I never change. So what are the signs? There are few signs. Mainly 3 signs. When you see someone special like Guru or someone special to you, you tend to have this like feeling of crying. There are even some Rinpoches, I've seen Ujjayi Rinpoche, late Ujjayi Rinpoche, once he mentioned his Guru, he would always he cries, you know, he cries. And sometimes we do, you know, sometimes when we meet our Guru or Rinpoche or any Lama, that you have this a strong feeling that you cry, you know, you cry. But this doesn't mean that every time you meet your Guru you have to cry. Yeah? And that's not auspicious, yeah? And you have this goosebump. Goosebump. You know, when you meet Guru, all your hair stand up. Yeah? All your hair stands up. And finally, what is most important is like sort of unspontaneous. There's something, a strong sense of what, a devotion or something that it comes pouring out, you know, keep pouring out, like unstoppable, you know, like it's like a like flood water gradation down, you know, so much with the force. So these are the signs. But what is important is convincing faith, convinced faith. That is the most important. So now we make devotion, so we have to make appointment with Buddha. So once we have unshakable devotion, Buddha will make appointment with us. So that is the difference. So once you have unshakable devotion, one will not forsake Dharma out of greed, fear, hatred, and delusion. Yeah. So devotion is the most important. So according to Kapo Rinpoche, he explains the benefits of devotion. He says, whoever develops unshakable devotion, this individual has in fact give rise to the attitude of an excellence. One is free from 8 non-free states. One's senses are keen and bright. That means one's wisdom is very sharp to see what is wrong, what is right. And one will never violate the ethics and manner, yeah. And one is able to dismantle the heap of poisons. One finds the path of liberation. One has accumulated extreme merits. One will see the Buddhas, and Buddha will always bless us. So there are so much of benefits that once you have a devotion. So in fact, devotion is the most important part of practitioner. So that's all I'd like to say for now. And tomorrow we will discuss about the spiritual friend. You know, how we find a spiritual friend, and most of you already have a spiritual friend, but how we look after, you know, the spiritual friend. That is the most important. That will be tomorrow. For now, that's all. So if you have any questions, you can ask me.